Fear. Do you feel a lot of fear? Do you feel fear because of what's happening culturally, because fear is being stoked? Do you think sometimes the titles of my videos are a bit, whoa, that's just to get your attention? We all feel fear. Fear is natural. I can feel a little bit of fear right now. Now, I was told some techniques that are going to help you with fear. One, watch even using that word, that term. Great performers, for example, are apt to say, yeah, I feel a sense of anticipation, apprehension, excitement, like I feel energy coming into my body. Fear and worry. They say that worry is praying for what you don't want. Worry can be a terrible cyclone, a terrible circuit to be caught in. We need to break those circuits. We need to adjust, adapt, and find what is trying to be expressed through that fear. What is it trying to tell us? What wisdom is there in the fear, so that we can take from it what we need and discard what we don't want. Listen to this weird thing, this Pavlovian experiment. Oh no, this was John Watson and Rosalie Rayner did this experiment. It's a famous experiment called Little Albert, which I guess is the name of the little lad. They'd show him a white rat, and whenever the little Albert went to reach for the white rat because he wanted to cuddle it or pet it, they'd smack an hammer on a steel bar until little Albert becomes so traumatized that whenever he would see a white rat, he would begin to cry, or anything that even resembled a white rat. Sometimes people in white lab coats, but possibly because they were wearing lab coats when they were freaking him out as a little kid. I don't know, poor little Albert. Anyway, suffice to say, the fear you feel in your body is likely triggered by an external event, but is nonetheless within you. And if it's within you, if we're manufacturing it, we can change it. One of the things I think is challenging about a culture that what do I want to say, cements us in victimhood, is it takes away the possible power of potential change. And that's what interests me. Here's a few little quotes on fear. Augustus Menninger: fears are educated into us, and if we wish, can be educated out. Oh, we can, that's what I'm saying, neuroplasticity, meditation, prayer, we can move past it. And Bertrand Russell said, fear is the main source of superstition and one of the main sources of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. I've been reading a book at the moment that talks about how we imagine our reality into being. It's a little bit like that, you know, manifest, how to manifest stuff. Can you manifest a better world? And I'm reluctant to ever prescribe anything that simple or even discuss. I'm not suggesting I'm prescribing it. You can watch this, you can ignore it. But I feel that we do create our reality to a degree, perhaps to a degree that's difficult to understand. So having a positive inner life experience is vital. We tend to think that the outside world is the majority of our experience. You know, I've got a girlfriend, I've got a boyfriend, I've got money, I don't have money, I'm in love, I'm not in love, car broke down, new car. These things occupy a lot of our time. But in essence, there are some people that are able to go within and deal with any external stimuli, and that's got to be the aim, because the world is in constant flux and change, and ultimately all things will deteriorate. Do you want to do like a little meditation where we talk about fear? Here's I do meditations all the time. Have a little listen to this thing that I do on my podcast, Above the Noise, available from Luminary. You can get it if you want it. There's a link in the description. You can get it off Apple, wherever you are in the world. I experience a lot of fear. It's such an important, what do I want to say, sort of a significant and defining component in the palette of our emotions. And in today's meditation, we're going to focus on moving beyond fear. As we do every week, let's close our eyes. Sit somewhere comfortable where you won't be disturbed. If you listen to this on headphones, make sure you're doing it somewhere safe and cozy where you're going to be all right. Sit with your head, neck and chest roughly in line. Put your hands in your lap. Now though, let's do a meditation here together. Sit down a little bit comfortable. I know you're staring at your phone and we're going to move on to the next thing, but I reckon you should try this meditation now. It ain't hard. Just sit comfortably like me. Put your head, neck and chest in line. See if you can locate any fear in your belly or your heart. Close the eyes. Bring the attention to the breath. Breathe in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In for 3. Out for 5, and keep that breathing pattern of in for 3, out for 5, while allowing any tension to leave your body and finding wherever fear or anxiety is located. Is it in your chest? Is it in your heart? Is it in your tummy? Find where it is and note that it's held within your awareness, and keep up that breathing pattern, you know. See what comes to you. See what comes to you when you ask, what is it, this feeling? Why am I feeling this feeling? What do you want me to understand? Sometimes fear is about preparation. Sometimes fear is about making a decision that you've been avoiding making. But sometimes fear is neurotic, full of doubt, unnecessary. We can invite such fears to leave us via the exhalation, and with those 3-second inhalations, I want you to imagine yourself being filled with green light, and in particular place where the fear is held, the site of the fear. Feel it being flooded with green light till the fear can no longer exist there. Feel yourself held with the exhalations that still last 5 seconds. Imagine all fear leaving the body, leaving only the wisdom and awareness of any decision you need to make, any changes you need to make. Just breathe silently for a moment, just to the same rhythm. Accept yourself as you are. Accept your life as it is. And from this place of awareness, recognizing that all stimuli, whether external or seemingly internal, by which I mean thoughts and feelings, are being observed from this perspective of awareness. That you are the awareness, not the fear. That you are the awareness, not the thoughts. And let's see what the fear can teach us. Notice if you have a tendency to be attracted to fear or move towards it or any stuff like that. Notice if you are resistant towards or reluctant to do meditation and practices that can improve you. And recognize that you do live in a world and environment that stimulates your fear in order to make you manageable and easy to control. Much like poor little Albert getting the old bar whacked with a hammer to make him terrified of rats. But that little lad, little Albert, subject of a 1920s experiment, would be able to reform his reality through inward experiences that might be regarded as spiritual by some, scientific or neurological or biochemical by others. The fact is, we can change ourselves. We can be free from fear. And we can take from fear what we need, which is often wisdom. Hey, if you like my meditation, why not consider going over to Luminary, and where you get above the noise and under the skin for a little subscription. You can get it off Apple. If you enjoyed this video, have a look at this one. It's similar, little meditation video. If you want to learn more about some of the scary stuff in the world, have a look at the main channel. But remember to subscribe here to Awakening with Russell Brand. Thank you. Oh, sign up to my mailing list too, russellbrand.com.